Yo, what's good? It's Larry. Welcome back to the Larry channel, or welcome for the first time. For this video, I just wanted to talk about re-rolling because I've decided to do a huge re-roll going from Horde Demon Hunter to Human Paladin for the Shadowlands. I just kind of wanted to talk about not only why I made this decision, but how, which I think is more important, I made this decision. You see, I was thinking a lot about how the Covenant system is going, and its 1 week lockout was going to affect the meta throughout the patches in the way it's currently iterated. And I also believe the 1 week lockout, it's going to stay that way in its current iteration for the entirety of Shadowlands. I mean, I think so because otherwise, Covenant's just become another meaningless husk of what a system could be, and becomes just another reputation grind that for cosmetics that end up meaning nothing. But that's for another video. Okay, back on topic. What parameters were set in place for me when deciding what class to pick at the beginning of an expansion / at the beginning of a patch in Shadowlands? Okay, that's important. So what do we know? Okay, let me just list everything that we know right now. Legendaries are back for all classes again, like in Legion, which is awesome. Yes, some legendaries won't be spec specific, more for the entirety of the class than just for the spec. Others are going to have effects that are clearly focused on one spec, and money bet they're going to be the BIS for that spec. I mean, that's usually just the way it is. Now check this. In addition to the 2 abilities you gain from your Covenant choice, you also gain 3 extra talent trees, and these trees are called soul binds, and they're Covenant specific. You can only use one at a time, and all your specs use the same soul bind trees. So, okay, however you set your soul binds is how they will be set for all your specs to use alike, unlike the current talent trees that change and are different in between specs. Then come the cosmetics, baby. Oh boy, plate looks sick. In every single Covenant. Like, it's ridiculous. But the Arden Wield Tree Boy plate, oh my god. But let me not start spewing about the oh my god, the Arden Wield Tree Boy plate. Okay. So in addition to everything else Covenants give you, you also get yourself a unique armor type Covenant gear set. Okay, coming in a variety of colors. I think it's like 4, maybe it's 5. So with all this knowledge of the game systems and an assumption on my end on where I think that the Blizzard is taking the direction, like where they're going with this game, two questions popped into my head. Is there a class where I love, or you can even, maybe don't even have to love it, but just enjoy every single spec, right? Every single spec. And that's in regards, do I love every single spec? And that's in regards to everything. Like how it looks, the RP of it, the animations, how it feels to play, what the races I can be while I pick the class. Like all that. And then the elitist efficiency demon inside of me, this is manifested on my right shoulder, and asked, can my class tank and heal? Okay, I think this is very important. Now look. Quick summary context on how these 2 ideas were formed. Now follow along closely. We're about to go in deep. Covenants will be nerfed and buffed. There will always be a meta legendary and soulbind setup for each Covenant per each spec. Tanks don't care about this though. All tanks can complete all PvE content free of meta following herd discrimination. Okay, why? Because no one has the balls to tank, and I couldn't tell you why, because tanking is hands down the easiest role to do in this game. But hey, to each their own. Conclusion is that with a tank, I will have the best gear since I'm always needed for everything that when it comes to PvE, and there's less tanks in general, which means I have more chances to play in groups, which means more attempts to improve skill wise and more chances at gear. This is key. This is key. Okay. With the gear distribution being greatly reduced in Shadowlands, gear becomes much more important. Thus, being a tank allows me to get multiple gear sets for all of my specs, okay? The most efficiently though. This means that I'm able to do it faster than the others, meaning I'll be ahead of the curve, meaning PvP is easier, meaning the start of the next patch is easier. But what I'm really getting at here is this. Let's say you want to play the DPS spec, okay? That's fair. I'm sure it would be a lot easier to play that DPS spec if you had the highest item level and the best legendaries for that spec, right? Because guess what? High item level completely defeats discrimination when it comes to your class. Let's say your class is terrible. High item level, people, it's kind of hard to look past that high item level if you have it. So as a tank, you can do all PvE content without any regards to stat choices. And that's straight facts, all right? Dungeons, difficulty of dungeons, joke. And raids are 2 up until mythic. So you can set your gear acquisition to your preferred role, DPS or healer, and if you rather play those roles, right, instead of tank. Like if you want to play tank, then even better. Get all the gear required while you're playing the easy mode tank. Then, once you have the gear, switch over to your preferred role. Ta-da! You have everything you need to be able to have the ultimate final maximum funstickles with your class. So let's recap. I'm going from Demon Hunter to Paladin. Why? Let's unload it. I love the Paladin RP. Being a blessed warrior of the light with the bullshit power of my faith increasing my power level. So the more I pray, the more you pay. Like human racial also looks to be OP this expansion because rogues look to be OP this expansion. Human customization is at an all-time high right now. Like I cannot wait, okay, to finally be black in WoW. Seriously, this ain't no cap, bro. They were just tan humans before. They were not black, all right? Let's get that straight. But now, I can finally be a real-ass nigga, dude. Finally could be a real-ass nigga. And that's on the light, all right? Sheesh! But they also added human customization, Asian human customization. I mean, that's pretty cool, too. But the gender-swapping barber. Oh my god. My transmog is gonna be crazy. I had a different Xmog set for every occasion, and now I'm gonna have a different gender too. Holy shit. Oh. The Arden Wheel abilities that Paladin gets too? Like, I can't leave this out. Being a blessed living tree plate set. And I almost forgot. Terralion is the leader of the Alliance now? Like, so, I mean, back in Legion, we were just getting L after L. Terralion was getting bodied by Illidan. The Chandelier got bodied by Illidan. Like, I had to go Demon Hunter. Like, the light was complete trash. But now, I mean, this might be a W for the light. This might be a straight W. There's no way I couldn't go Paladin with all these Ws. We got Holy Power back. Wow. There's no way I couldn't go Paladin with all these Ws in our direction right now, okay? But like, Paladin just had everything that I was looking for. Fun tanking, fun healing, and if Ret isn't actually complete dog shit this expansion, fun DPS spec to play, right? I'm talking about numbers wise. And since I love, look, this is the best part. Since I love all 3 specs, I can just switch freely. I can switch freely to the best spec and I have no qualms. This is why I suggest to you guys to pick something you can pick all 3, because whatever's the best, you just play it and you're having fun. Like, it's just that easy. So, I mean, look, this Xpac is looking to be great, all right? Like, people are having a lot of concerns about the Covenants. That's another video too, but I'm just gonna tell you guys right now, I think Blizzard's going in a good direction with the locking of your choices. Like, it's either nothing, we get to a point where everything just means nothing, or we have to start going in direction where things start meaning things again. All right, and it's going to be Xpac by Xpac. Maybe this one won't be like the one that we all want it to be, but I'm thinking it's looking like a good move forward. Like, it looks like we're moving forward, and I cannot wait for October 24th to come. Like, it cannot come fast enough. But that's enough for me today. Like and subscribe if you guys want to see more. I'm done spieling. I'm Larry. Thanks for coming and watching my channel. It's been dope. Peace out, guys.